Welcome back, everyone. Quick reload. There was actually an update for the flat factor 777 again. So, oh no, really? Yeah, sorry to hit that fish cop. Get some autan, or what's the other called? Yeah, so here we are in Jakarta, and I can tell you that this is quite a typical weather situation. Very hazy, very humid. Bad visibility. Very often the visibility is bad due to smoke. Smoke. So yeah, that's why it's looking as it is right now. I'm currently just about to set up the aircraft. I'm already going to start the APU. And let's have a look here. That remains as is. Those go on. That looks all good. Auto. Jesus Christ. Packs, Gasper, humidity, recirculation fans on, trim air, isolations open. All of these go on. Yeah, I'll hurry up as well, MAN. Yeah, we're a bit late now, aren't we? Good. So, initialize flight, and then we've got the menu. External services, Navigraph, get data from SimBrief. So the navlog says, can we see the full flight time here? Not here. But I will give you the, hang on, where's my Navigraph? Yes, so we are using, so to my understanding, the Singapore 777-200 ERs, they have different variants available. So there's apparently some aircraft that have the GE engines, but this one has also, they have the Trent Rolls-Royce engines. So we are using the Rolls-Royce engine today. Yeah, nice one, right? Yeah. I think so too. So here we are. That's the flight. Jakarta up to Singapore. The flight plan says that we fly 1 hour 20, not that long. Level is going to be 400. The weather. Currently, SIGMET severe turbulence, interesting. Level 430-450. Well, we're not going to go that high. We're going to stay below that. Here we got haze, 5 kilometers. We can see that 24 degrees, 1010 on the altimeter. Changi Airport has Singapore. Few 1800, broken 30,000. So good weather there. 28 degrees, 1010, good visibility. And Lumpur, Kuala Lumpur, as the alternate, has also good weather. 21, yeah. If they have thunderstorms, they should be dying down, hopefully. But we can get some weather en route there. Okay, so let's get cracking with the flight plan here. So routing. So we got Whiskey, India. Whiskey, Sierra. And HCSIM, 777 Rolls-Royce and Boeing 787 fan. Nice. Welcome to the league. We are called Singapore. What can we call today? Call sign. Where's my call sign? Yeah. Oh, hang on. Did I file that correctly? I hope so. Yeah, Singapore Airlines. 294. 294. It's a wonderful airline. I've flown a couple of times with them as a passenger. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, let me get online. Let me log on. Connect. So, Singapore Airlines 294. We are a 777-200ER. Oops. Hang on, something went wrong there. All right, now connected. Yes, yes, of course. Thank you for reminding me, Stepper. So what we're going to do, we're going to climb to, let's say, 360, and then we're going to see if we can get the step climb to work. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Perfect. I would have forgotten, being completely honest. So currently the wind here is 230 at 4. Yeah, we'll take 25 left. At the moment, I actually like the 777 from Flight Factor. I mean, the PMDG is also good. I mean, I enjoy both, but right now, hand flying wise, the Flight Factor is just a gem. It is really nice to hand fly. And I was impressed by the 757. Oops, just now. Also very nice. So here's an observation for you guys. So flying the 767, so to my understanding, the 767 is not a fly-by-wire aircraft. At least not the same as it's, let's say, the 777 or the 787. Meaning, if you have a big increase in thrust, the nose actually goes up. And the same if you suddenly reduce the thrust, the nose drops, just like on any conventional aircraft. And I could actually feel that quite nicely. Not overdone, but you could feel it. Yeah, Bruno, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's not fly-by-wire. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so there's a difference. So nicely done. Departure arrival. Now Singapore, we said has weather 100 at 6. So we could take both really, but we'll take the ILS 02 left. Is it? It's the left one, yeah, I'm sure. 02 left. And then we'll take the Repov to Bravo. Oh, that's the Repov to Alpha, obviously. Yeah. The other way, so to Alpha. Transition, it must be a APIPA transition. We'll look at the charts in a minute. But let me finish the routing first. That is done, okay. Lex page, real quickly. So let's have a look. There's a discontinuity in here. We'll take Singapore first. So the star was the 2 Alpha. So the 2 Alpha goes Repov and then to Samco. And I think there, yeah, Samco will be the intercept. I said expect radar vectors, but I don't think we're going to have ATC tonight, so yeah, that's what it is. And then we're going to fly the ILS left. Hang on, sorry, the left. There we go, left. Yes, it is. It should be C star U, yeah. Yep. No, it does not, Nate. They don't have a visual indicator on the speed scale. No, I haven't found it at least. Yeah, in HD simulation you can feel that. It's wonderful. So GPS position. Let's enter that. Oh, it's so good to have GPS again. Route copy. Probably not working, we'll see. Oh, it is working. Route copy does work here. Fine. So, Lex page. Let me quickly see here. So the plan page, next page, next page, next page. Yeah, so Samco, and we can go APIPA then. Oops. That's interesting. Huh? Huh? Why is it taking the... Why is it giving me a coordinate if I click on Pipa? It doesn't make sense. Okay, Papa Justify. I didn't know that. So now you can get remote access with the tablet here as well. Nice. Interesting, yes. Interesting bug, yeah. That works. Then it closes it. Okay, well, it's a nice workaround then. So we've got that. Now comes the problem. Let me see if I can get the aircraft loaded quickly. So airplane, weight and balance. Now fill from sim brief. Loading page. Ugh. So we want, how much do we want? We want to have fuel with a bit of extra 18.5, let's say. I mean, that's not bad. So is that already in? Yeah, that's already, well, no, not quite. Yes, I think the only way I can do that is through the external net. So when you start up the aircraft, let me see. Can we set simulation, ground operations? Is there a way to do a quite a quick loading? Yeah, I've seen that simplified. So fill from and where from here? Where do I go from here, Mika? And De Gaulle approach. Hello to you. Bonjour. One of the 40,000 pages. Well, I appreciate you guys tell me where from, because I've never done that. I've always done the normal loading, but I want to hurry up a bit. Bonjour. Right, I think Mika's probably typing right now. Loading page. Options. No. I'm not sure if Mika is still typing. I mean, there was something with... oh, there we are. I simplified. I found it. Simplified loading. Fill from SimBrief. Load airplane.
The load sheet is here for you.
Ah, thank you. Mika, you can stop typing if you were typing. Yeah, 2.5 left I'm departing from. I found it. Hooray. Woo. We did it. Thank you. There we go. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate the help. So the load sheet, let's have a look at the load sheet. Load sheet. And then click here. So load sheet, we've got 0 fuel weight. 158.5. 158.5. We said we're going to put in 360 initially because we're going to try out the step climb. Cost index was cost index was 41. And the reserves 7.4. Cool. No wind data yet. And we're going to calculate the takeoff performance here. 25 left. Populate the weather. Runway is wet, yes. With the well, I mean, that's fine. Improve climb disabled. Hey, Boeing 777, takeoff 1. Yeah, okay, then we'll take takeoff 1. If you want to take takeoff 1. I think normally would be takeoff 2, but if you want takeoff 1, we'll take takeoff 1. And it's going to. Oh, that's it. Hang on. Is the calculator? I keep forgetting all these different variants. I mean, we didn't have a calculator in the... Oh, yeah, you're right. Disregard. Yeah, because the flight factor 757 didn't have it, so that's why I was kind of confused here. Thank you. Right. 25 left. Condition wet. So good. The wind was 230 at 4. Temperature should be warm. 24 degrees. And the 1010 on the pitch. The takeoff weight, it says 176.9. Taxi will take 0.7 then. So 176.7. CG, it says 25 there. Takeoff. We'll take takeoff 1. Flat 5. Assume temperature. Let's do assumed to 50 or something. We're at sea level. It's not that hot. Engine ITI is off. Calculate. So flat 5, 50 selected. TO1. EPR is going to be 1.259. Speeds 21, 24, 27. That's really low speeds. Blimey. Takeoff 150. Flaps 5. CG was 25. And then 21, 24. 27. Yeah, I like the sounds right now. The ambient sounds. Very nice. Here, so Nate, just in case you're still watching. Hey, easy. Wie geht's? So here I can't get the PAT3 panel working. I haven't found a profile for that. It's not there. Right, I think Singapore we have later on. Cool. Alrighty, no problem. Baro set disagree. 1010. Reset. 1010. Yeah. Okay, Nate. Yeah, no problem. Cool. I think we are pretty much ready to go. APU should be on. APU generator on, so those can go off. That looks good. And so a quick briefing. Taxi out to the runway is going to be via... Well, it's an announcement. Can I hit an announcement? No. Oh, look at the engines. Beautiful. So taxi out. 25 left for departure. So it's going to go pushback. then November Papa Whiskey, Whiskey Charlie 1, and then we're going to go with Sierra Papa 2, 25 left at Sierra 1 there. So a bit of a long taxiway today, or taxi up today, but no worries. No hotspots. Departure was the departure was the Gommel 1 Echo. So the Gommel 1 Echo is, so initial climb, it says 248 Bemlo Olpic Atato. Potato. No, disregard. 125 here. So initial climb course 248 to Islin. And then we go Islin to Sevilla, then Nipip, then Aguso, and then to Gommel. Perfect. Initial climb doesn't say any altitude, so transition altitude is in 11,000. So let me go 10,000 initially then. 10,000 it is. High terrain to the south. Where we're flying, we have water, so no threats there. And extra fuel. We said we have 30 minutes extra. Yeah, engine out, we go straight out 25 miles. Sector there's 4,500 feet. Acceleration will take place in 1600. Then we're going to climb 5,000 radar vectors back to Jakarta. Cool. Rightio. Let's read the first checklist. Let me just get 2.8 on here. Oh, that's not set. Cool. So 2000 on the Squawk. Squawk goes on already. There we go. TCAS above. Fantastic. Right, so the first checklist of the day. Tower is on, like you're joking. Oh my god.
Traffic, Indonesia 693 pushing back from gate Golf 8 facing north.
Yeah, man, the tower should be online.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just heard from chat. Yeah, it was honestly, it's like Ali says, it's a night shift for the tower. So, blimey, that is very generous. So I'm just waiting for MAN to call him to get the clearance. I don't want to have him wait for longer than necessary. 27. And then in the meantime, I can read a checklist. 249. Is it 249? 247. Okay. Yeah, right now, Ali. The thing is, I guess it's still part. I don't know.
All stations tower will be away for 2 minutes. That's
Right.
Singapore 268 after airborne 122.8. Right, wait.
Status engine. Let's have a look here. What's wrong? Something broken? Oh, did we break something last time? I think so, right? Maybe that's why it's complaining. No. Oh, because of this. Yeah, that's why. Disregard them. Yeah, that should disappear after engine checklist. Right, pre-flight.
Tested 100%.
Test 100%. Flight instruments.
Tested 100%. Flight instruments.
We have heading 095 and altimeter 1010, 50 feet.
Set. Checklist complete.
Thank you. Is it morning already? Yeah, but very early. Yeah, it's not working yet. Right, TCAS. Oh, what's it saying? Right, should be gone after. Good. So let's do the before start.
Stations are back.
Right.
Jakarta Tower,
There he is.
Indonesia 693, Airbus 339er, position Golf 8, information Charlie, requesting clearance to Whiskey Sierra Sierra Sierra.
Indonesia 693 Jakarta Tower, good morning. You're cleared to Singapore. Follow Delta 2 Delta departure, runway 25 right. Initial climb flight level 240, expect 4005 final, squawk 6270.
By saying hello first.
Cleared to Singapore via the Delta 2 Delta departure, runway 25 right.
4:15 in the morning.
240 and squawk is 6270, Indonesia 693.
Good day, ready over
Indonesia
here.
693, read back correct advisory for
Need to
push.
establish contact first.
Recall Indonesia 693.
Listening?
Please disconnect the left ground power.
Got it.
Got it.
Listening?
There you go.
All right. I am here. Sure.
Sakanada delivery or tower actually. Good evening. Surprised that you're online, but I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And the Singapore 294 request clearance to Singapore, please.
Singapore 294, Jakarta Tower, good morning. Yes, it's the morning prayer time in Indonesia. You're going to be expecting a reroute here.
Oh.
I'll send you the route in a second.
Thank you. Yeah, Mika, thanks.
Indonesia
Thanks for the help.
693, we are ready for taxi, ready for push and start.
Indonesia 693, push and start, approved, face north, expect November Charlie 5.
Push and start approved facing north, and please repeat the second half of your transmission. Indonesia 693.
Indonesia 693, push and start approved, facing north, expect November Charlie 5.
Expecting November Charlie 5, Indonesia 693.
And Tower Indonesia 824, ready to taxi. Information up.
Indonesia 824, holding point November 1, runway 25 right, taxi via November Charlie 2, November Papa 2.
Please
1 point
stay
November
as
1,
listener.
November Charlie 2,
On it,
and
sir.
November Papa 1, Indonesia 24.
824, negative, November Charlie 2, November Papa 2.
November Charlie 2, November Papa 2, Indonesia 824.
There we go. Okay, Singapore 294. I did hear the beep, but I didn't receive any message, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. So Singapore 294 is cleared Delta, Golf 579, and then Repov.
Singapore 294, correct. You're cleared to Singapore. Follow Delta to Delta departure, runway 25 right. Initial climb, flight level 240. Expect 400. Squawk 6233.
Singapore 294 is cleared to Singapore, and I understood the Delta to Delta departure, initial climb 240, expecting 400, and the squawk 6233.
Singapore 294, read back is correct. Advisory for push.
Stand by. Okay, call you when ready. Singapore 294. So just another scrub. I think the 12.3 does not have the optimization in yet. Oh, it's going to be 2.5 right then. Yeah, Delta to Delta, there it is. So I think that comes after 12.3, but correct me if I'm wrong, please. So then from Delta, it's going to be... Avimaster confirms that, okay. So then it's going to be Delta Golf 579 from the reroute I just got from ATC, and then to Repov. Let's see if it closes that. Repov. And from there, it should be the approach.
Indonesia 824, you ready to go?
Affirmative 824.
Indonesia 824, wind 230 degrees, 04 knots, KNH 1010, Delta 2 Delta, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
25 right, Delta 2 Delta, clear for takeoff, Indonesia 824.
Yeah, so then from Repov, it was Remis. There. Oh. Let's do it here. Yeah, there it is. So from there, it's Remis. Ah, it's doing that here again. How weird. But I mean, I can just type it in. Remis. Execute. Doom up Samco and start. Fantastic. Cool. Now that's complete. I'll copy that again, just in case. So Squawk is 6233. Transponder on. And level 240 initially. Right, cool. So new departure clearance. So we're going to go off the 25 right. So the Delta to Delta departure goes heading 248. Let's start it in 248. And at above 1000, turn right direct to Upnav. Then from there, it's Nipip Idumi Delta. Correctly programmed. Level 240 is set.
Indonesia 824 airport
Good.
time.
I think I've done all the
21242,
items.
ATC mark
So
advisory,
B4 start
122.8,
checklist.
bye-bye.
122.8, Indonesia 824, thanks for ATC,
Flight
we'll see you.
backdoor. Lock.
Sure,
MCP.
sure.
We have V2 127 heading 248, altitude 24,000.
Set. Takeoff speeds.
Oh, we've got to now recalculate that as well. Whole checklist. Performance 25 right. It's a difficult job sometimes, isn't it? All right. So flaps 5, 50, 1 to 1, 1 to 4, 1 to 7. So we have 1 to 1, VR is 1 to 4, V2 1 to 7. Yeah, I had to take a coffee sip there. I needed that. And we've got TO 150 set.
Set. CDU pre-flight. Completed. Completed. Trim.
Right, we are clear for hydraulics. Trim should be up 4.75. And 0 set.
Set. Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Is
Completed.
completed.
Checklist complete.
Singapore 294 stand Delta 31 requesting pushback.
Singapore 294, push and start approve, face north, expect November Charlie 7, KNH 1010.
Push Pro face north, expecting November Charlie 7 and Kinichi 1010, Singapore 294. And we are heavy, of course. Airplane doors.
Captain, I believe you need to say hello to a staff.
Right.
Indonesia 693, request taxi.
Contact first.
Indonesia 693, taxi holding point November 1, runway 25 right, via November Charlie 5, November Papa 2.
Holding point 25 right, November 1, via November 5, November Papa 2, Indonesia 693.
Correct.
And then I would like you to arm all the
Would you like
doors.
something?
There we go.
All doors to armed mode.
Jakarta Tower, good morning. German cargo, 777 heavy, position Romeo 57 Echo Alpha.
Right, that's it.
Decipher
Then
destination Singapore.
let's do the.
German cargo 777, Jakarta Tower, good morning, you're cleared to Singapore, follow Delta to Delta departure, runway 25 right, initial climb, flight level 240, and confirm your final level 320.
One thing I don't like, I have to just find a setting why it's giving the text here for the announcement.
To Singapore, out of runway 25
No,
right,
is this
Delta to Delta departure.
a payware scenery?
Initially level 240, and we are just missing with score code for a moment. German cargo 777.
German cargo 777, squawk 6264. Other than
I'm sure it's somewhere in these settings.
Squawk
Cabin
62,
controls.
Entry correct. German cargo 777.
Well, I can't be bothered to find a setting right now. What a huge aircraft.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Yeah, well, just another scrub. I hope whatever improvement they manage, I'll be happy. Because right now, I mean, I'm getting 50 FPS because I locked it to 50. I mean, I should, if I unlock it, I get about 57-ish. But I want to have a VSync on and then have a nice smooth 50 FPS. Yeah, but where? That's the problem. Where do I find that, right?
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Brakes released.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Oh, subtitles. Easy.
Thank you very much.
Just like that. Oh, who would have thought? Right, anyways. Little things you can laugh about, right? Start right engine. And let's listen to the engine sounds here. And again, these are the Rolls-Royce engines. So the startup is a bit different, and it may not have the same sound as the GEs, by the way. Yeah, Ali, we can use the sunglasses if necessary, yeah. Thank you.
Indonesia 693, confirm ready for departure.
Oh, you're right.
Indonesia 693, we are ready for departure.
Yes, we could. Wow, I was a bit late for that.
693, wind 230 degrees.
Yeah, we could have done dual engine start, you're right.
Runway 25 right, Delta to Delta, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff.
And thank you very much for the super chats. 2 British pounds. Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Indonesia 693.
So they do a bit of motoring, although you can see the EGT rising. It just takes some time for the N1 to start rotating. Ah, now it's coming up very fast. Maybe they still have to work on the...
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
So... EGT rolling back, fantastic. Let's do the before taxi items, flaps 5. APU off.
German cargo 777 Heavy are able to face west at beam Delta 52.
Recall.
Is that pretty much straight back with a slight turn, or otherwise we
It's
could
checked.
also arrange facing south as not to disturb the Singapore object.
German cargo
Flight
777
controls.
straight back.
Of course I can do it.
German cargo 777
Cabin
push and start
full.
to face west, expect
Code
a
is disconnected. Unbypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Captain,
Thank you.
we are already
West
here.
to south of
Safety
Delta
briefing has been read.
50
Cabin is secure.
and
Thank you.
1010 for German cargo.
Cabin is secure. How's he?
Indonesia 693 airborne sign.
He's gone, so we can do the rudder check as well. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
122.8. Indonesia 693, thank you for your service.
And there's the all clear signal.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Let's do the before taxi checklist.
Taxi checklist.
Yeah.
Recall. Check. Checked. Flight controls. Check. Checked. Ground equipment. Cleared.
Clear.
Cleared. Checklist complete.
Good
Thank you.
morning. With information, Bravo, stand Golf 5, looking for IFR clearance to Singapore. Canadian Express 557, Coronado Tower, good morning. You're cleared to Singapore. Follow Delta to Delta departure.
So November
runway
Charlie
25
7,
right.
we're expecting.
Initial climb, flight level
And then it's
240, expect 40,
November Papa 2
final,
or
squawk
November Papa 1.
6241.
Isn't there a feature where we can
Delta to Delta.
draw in the taxi instruction?
Runway 25 right, maintain.
I mean, they
flight
did
level
change something, didn't they?
240. Squawking 6241, Canadian Express 557. Canadian Express 557, read back correct, advisory for push. Will advise, Canadian Express 557.
Singapore Airlines 294 heavy request taxi.
Singapore 294 heavy, standby taxi.
Oh, it's not out yet.
Ring
Thanks.
Cargo 777, confirm pushing.
FM and 10 seconds, Chicago 777.
Right, guess we have to wait. No problem though. No problem. Well, it's going to be a long stream tonight, guys. I'm sorry. If anybody falls asleep, I don't blame you. The thing is, I was fasting for 5 days, and yes, this morning I started eating again. But one of the very weird effects that I have is that I can't sleep well. So I sleep like 4 to 5 hours a night, and that's it. And I'm fit. I'm not tired during the day.
Airport 294, after traffic clears ahead of you. Clear to taxi or on holding point November 1, runway 25 right by November Charlie 7, November Papa 2.
Okay, then via November Charlie 7, November Papa 2, holding point November 125 right, and that's behind the pushing traffic. Copy it, Singapore 294. Lol. How about I don't taxi that way? Could be expensive. Waking me up top of the end, yeah. I'll give you a ding dong. Yeah, so IRL, we leave the TCAS off message shown, so that's a little reminder for us. to switch it off. So we're going to start slowly forward. Yeah, it is Airbus. I just took the values from the FMS here. Is he stopping there? Kimmy, yeah. So Kimmy writes he couldn't sleep.
Chicago 777, continue pushing. You're not a beam Delta 51.
So he couldn't sleep either if he was hungry. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, the thing is, so Kimmy.
Departure break. Considering Chicago 7.
So yeah, so the thing is, when I'm fasting, I'm not hungry. That's one of the cool things about fasting. You don't get hungry. Yeah, so Boeing 777 wanted to have the takeoff one. I think it's got issues with the pushback. Yeah, Singapore Airlines 294 Heavy. You ever stop here? We wait for the traffic ahead. No problem.
294, thank you.
Yeah, I know it can be a real issue with pushback. If it's GSX or something, then... the EPR rating right now, it should be 1.268 for takeoff. So tier 1 as requested, and I even did assume temperature 50, so... Oh, just out of interest, Boeing 777 Rolls-Royce, are you a real-world 777 pilot? Just out of curiosity. Venture GSX picked a different victim today, indeed, yes. I'm glad I'm off the hook for the day. Why should it always be me, right? I mean, it's unfair. Okay, that's fine. Just I wanted to see who I'm dealing with. No problem. I appreciate every aviation enthusiasts. And we've seen a great demonstration of how good people can get just by using flight sims. On that shared flight we did on the last stream, 2 streams ago. Oh, what's he doing now? Ay, what are you doing? Is he like just making way for me? Oh, I'm not sure what he's doing. Okay, looks like the traffic kindly made way. I think we can get by now. Singapore 294 Heavy.
Singapore 294 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Singapore 294. Thank you. Yeah, he may have some issues. I don't know. Unruly passenger. Yeah, who knows? I mean.
Continue to see the push back into the gate or pull back into the gate or nothing else on that side.
That was 2 stations at once. Canadian Express 557, confirm ready taxi.
Affirmative for 557.
Canadian Express 557 taxi, only point November 1, runway 25 right, fly November Charlie 5, November Papa 2.
We got a takeoff weight of 176.9.
Roger, November Charlie 5, Papa 2, hold short. November 1, Canadian Express 557.
Canadian Express 557.
So the second one is November Papa 2, and we're going to turn right.
November Papa 2, you're number 2 behind it.
Roger, we'll give way to Singapore Police Canadian Express 557.
Yeah, I'll dial up the sound for takeoff again.
Cargo 777, say again.
German cargo 777 has pushed into the gate again.
Yeah, out of interest, so Bruno, let me see if I can get the calculations done.
German cargo 777, roger, push and start face north now, expect November Charlie 7, KNH
For the improved climb.
November approved, facing north and expecting November Charlie 7.
25 right.
Still 1010, German cargo 777.
So with TO1, 25 right, but derated, it will give me 24 to 837. I tell you what, guys, I have a feeling, because the FMS gave us 137 as well, I have a feeling that the FMS speed there is a little bit low. I would say if we get an engine failure, anything below 140 knots could potentially mean that we can't control the aircraft with the rudder. So let me go with 137. So that's changed, 137 set. Status still says engine, but there's nothing there, so that's fine. Good. Kevin is ready, already reported. So let's then read the before takeoff checklist.
Takeoff checklist, please.
Yeah.
Checklist complete.
Checklist complete. Look how hazy it is. And another cool thing, so X-Plane actually does a great job now as well, showing just bad visibility. That's 5 kilometers, by the way. Or maybe it's just already changed again, I don't know. Maybe it's gotten worse. So I'm currently in the sim on 0050, so like 2 or 3 hours ahead of the real time. Yeah, so he has to wait for me, that's fine. I guess MAN is already almost in the approach, right? Yeah, he's already well ahead. Hey, Cloudbound, good morning. Yeah, it is good morning. Almost as well for me.
Approaching 25 right.
Oh no, I didn't disable. That's one thing. That's, of course, when you update the aircraft, it resets everything again. Yep. Right, so... Oh, you got to work tomorrow, MN. Good God, I mean, hats off to you that you're flying along. I have to say. Oh no, it's getting late. Now I feel terrible. Yeah, all the best then, Boeing 777. All the best for that. Cool, we got full length coming up, I would say. That is... well, that's November 2. Then we've got November 1 just a little bit further. Alright, cool. Singapore 294 Heavy is ready for departure.
Singapore 294 Heavy 8, roger, wind 230 degrees 04 knots, KNH 1010 Delta 2 Delta, runway 25 right, cleared for takeoff.
25 right, cleared for takeoff. And that's a Delta 2 Delta departure. Thank you, Singapore 294 Heavy. Cool, let's do that. Strobe lights on.
Canadian Express 557 behind the
Cabin crew, prepare for
Airline,
departure.
line up and wait, runway 25
Approach
right
sector, well,
behind.
we can't see much of the approach sector, but it's clear.
Roger, behind the departing Singapore Airlines.
Rolling
Line up and
takeoff.
wait, 25 right
Approaching
behind.
25 right.
Thank you. Now TCAS, of course. TCAS. TCAS is on, and I'll take weather radar. My co-pilot takes terrain. Are we ready?
On runway 25, right.
Let's give you some better sounds. Yes, please. Take off. Oh, yes. Oh, nice. Thrust set, 80 knots. B1, rotate. Pause rate, gear up.
Nice. 294, airborne 2146 to the Dolphin ATC mark there by 3122 decimal 8. Have a good flight, cheers.
Over to advisory 12.8, and hey, thank you so much for the service. Much appreciated, and have a great week for the Singapore 294 Heavy.
You too, bye-bye. Drum cargo 777,
So thrust ref, LNAV, VNAV speed.
Urban cargo 777,
Flaps
taxi
1.
holding point November 1, runway 25, right fly at November Charlie 7, November Papa 2. Holding point November 1, offer the, what was it, super rights via November Charlie 7, November and Papa 2, on German cargo 777.
Again, it hand flies so beautifully. Really nice. The C-Star U, so the fly-by-wire system doing its job. Very nice. Flaps up. Speed check. Flaps up. Autopilot. Unfortunately, can't see much of the ground here, unfortunately. Bit of a shame, but... I like the sounds. Man, great job. Even the animation here looks great. The spinning cone here. And you can see the engine wobble. Wow. Nice. Great stuff. Sonic, I mean, I'm more the person that focuses more on actual flight dynamics compared to purely visuals. I mean, I like good visuals as well and good textures, but I'm happy to trade some of the the visual aspects if I get a really nice flight model, and here the flight factor has it. Very nice. Really? Here, Daniel, right now. So somebody in the approach that came in from KFJ. 20 hours. Jesus. Right, 20,000 feet. I love how he broke out of the haze there. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know what they did, but look at the visuals. It's great. Yeah, again, we got map enhancements. Coastline could do some work, but I mean, I guess that's an issue with the map enhancement, but the rest as a mountain, the volcanoes, really nice. How cool. Yeah, the engine wobble, right? Yeah, that's true, Bruno. Yeah, like on the first stream today, altimeter standard and the after takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Checklist complete.
Thank you. Seatbelts, well, pitch is still a bit high. I'm going to wait with the seatbelts a few seconds. So the clouds, or the cloud simulation there on the first flight was also awesome. Really nice. I've not seen that kind of, you know, the different cloud layers with those different cloud structures. Really nice. Crazy stuff. What a time to be in flight simulation. Yes, a pro gamer, you're the second one today that says that the 12.3 update will also have performance improvements, multi-threading. I keep hearing that 12.3 is more the update for the weather radar and not so much the performance update will be after 12.3. I'm just putting this out there because not that people are disappointed if they keep hearing that 12.3 actually is the update with the multi-threading. So speed VNAV path. We're going to go 400 now. We are on Unicom. 400 traffic is on. TGAS is on as well. And we are on above. So let's go with thrust ref VNAV speed 400. Ali, I don't know. But to be honest, Ali, so apparently, again, it's just hearsay. Apparently, well, let me go thrust limit. Let me put that back to climb 2. So that's a bit much. Oh, I can't do that anymore. It's washed out. Yeah. Yeah, Todd, no worries. I'm at 777 as well this time, right? Wow, that climb rate, crazy. So the cockpit lighting is also in the responsibility of the add-on makers. But wasn't it the case that initially people were saying the cockpit was too dark? And now people are complaining it's too bright or something? Hunter, thank you much for that. Cool, we get some proper writing there. So, laminar previewed, but it includes, oh, it includes fire trucks, police cars, construction vehicles, enhanced ramp lighting, and improved ground markings. Yeah, so here, guys, so it says, so the upcoming 12.3 version will introduce a foundational shift in how X-Plane uses CPU resources. Laminar has confirmed that multi-core rendering is now in development with a new job system already built to handle AI traffic, texture paging, and network synchronization. Internal testing has demonstrated performance gains up to 30% at graphically intensive airports such as Frankfurt. Wow, that's cool. Because that will mean for me, I should get, instead of 50 FPS, I should get like 65 to 70 then, which would be great. So here's the thing, guys. Anything above 60 is all I want. So as long as I get the 60 locked with VSync, I'm happy. That's all I need to be happy. So multi-core, all the things. So 2-pass cloud render, tiled night landing, optimized weather, FX for 4K. And then VRAM optimizations, virtual memory system, and so on. Cool. Thank you, guys. I love it. Thanks for the infos. Yeah, Bruno, well, I mean, it's out there as a number, right? So I will see. And I may get my hands on a 12.3 beta very soon, so who knows? Maybe I can maybe have a look. Yeah, maybe a bit of marketing. I mean, that's allowed as well to a certain degree, right? As long as it's not hyping. And you've got to give that to them. You know, they're facing a hard time regarding Microsoft Flight Sim. But I think we're getting now to a level where they can compete again. No, I don't, Daniel. The thing is, right now I'm not in contact IRL with any Rolls-Royce Trent engines. So we are getting Rolls-Royce Trent engines soon on the 787, but we don't have it yet. So I have no experience with it and not much knowledge. No. Hey, Simon. Would you refuse a long-haul flight if the autopilot was down? Yes. Not just that, and Bruno just correctly stated as well that you cannot fly in RVSM airspace without an autopilot system. So you need an altitude hold autopilot level, at least. Otherwise, you won't get cleared into RVSM. Yeah, so I mean, you know, Microsoft has the advantage right now that they're obviously aiming for a different, mainly for a different level of audience. So they brought in many new flight simmers. You've got to give that credit to them. But a lot of them are Xbox users, and a lot of them are people that just enjoy flying around and looking at scenery, and you know, they don't care about real world procedures, they don't care about system depth and so on. They're just happy to take it airborne quickly and then just, you know, put the autopilot on and then just enjoy looking outside the window or being in the outside view, which is fine. That's how you can use flight simming. I mean, you know, you paid money for it, use it any way you want, right? Not judging in any form. But there's many things lacking in Microsoft Flight Sim, even in 2024 to this date. And you can see, so when they promise things like inertia integration, and you can see how they struggle with even the simple update, or not simple update, but the updates that are coming out right now, the SU3, it's a disaster again. Yeah, flying on the bridges, exactly. Hey, Vanko Panko coming in with a Twitch Prime. Thank you, welcome. Hope you're doing well, and thank you for your support. Wanko, and if you didn't know, we've got a Discord channel, and there's a subscriber part where you get some nice bonus things. Oh, hang on. We did. Ah, oh, darn. Hang on. Right. Sorry, we did something wrong. Let's go quickly down level 360. The thing is this. So. What I wanted to do is step climb, because they have put in step climb calculations now. let's do that. Although I... hang on, 410. Actually, let's go 380. Now, what I don't understand quite is, now it's a bit different compared to the 787. So normally we could get into these menu systems. Yeah, so I guess then all I can do is like, I can like put in a, you know, a prompt, like I could put in a slash 400S or something. But I thought it was give us a calculation for that. Oh, you're right. How is that possible? I think something, we broke something here. Like, yeah, commanded speed is 0.779. .380. Let's try that. Right, let's see if that works now. 380. So that should work. Aussie, hello too, and thanks for the 25 months. Thank you very much. No, so I did put in the 360 for the descent, yeah, but that was a bit strange. Anyways. Now I'm wondering about the step climb here. So I've put in that when a step climb, Papa Lima Bravo, level 400. And also, I don't see where it will give me now the calculations for step climb. You know, so Bruno, the thing is, yes, there are still, you know, there's a number of people that want to have the in-depth aircraft, right? So the, you know, the PNGs and the Phoenix and the FS Labs and whatever. Sure, there's also a market for that, but from those millions of people that came into flight simming, you don't want to tell me that, you know, the majority of those are hardcore flight simmers. No, they came in because of the yeah, the visuals and, you know, the fun fact, the game factor of that, right? Yeah, no, it's not showing me anything regarding step, so. And also, if I put in flight level 400 step, let me put the data on here. Yeah, let's just fly there and see what happens if it gives me a reminder or something. Here, thank you much, Boeing 777. Same to you. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, one of the problems is that these FMS, FMS software standards, you know, these are usually very old. I'm not sure what software standard this is supposed to be, but so if I put step size 2000 here, invalid entry, so it doesn't allow me to change the step size. Yeah, so I'm at a loss as well. I don't have a manual for that. I don't know exactly where they would, apart from the Lex page, put in a step climb. No, you don't have to. No. Good night, Lee. Mach's gut. Bleib gesund. No, so there's no need to put in the 40,000 in autopilot panel. That always stays on your cleared level, right? You would only change that if ATC clears you to a different level. Okay, Bruno, so it doesn't give you a prediction. Okay. Well, then yeah, what I'm missing, Bruno, is some sort of, like this top percent circle. I'm just missing something for step, where it says, step or something. That's what I'm missing. Yeah, so Johan, absolutely agree with you there. You could tailor, your preferences, whatever you want to fly, right? And you can see that, these missions that come out. For example, the newest mission for the helicopter rescue mission from a sinking ship. That's exactly what a lot of people really want. They want a tailor-made, kind of a pre-made mission for them. That's not too difficult to fly, but it's challenging, but not too difficult, right? And then with all the shebang with the ATC, the voice communications, etc. It's 400S. S for the step climb, Peter. Most people are annoyed by AI voices. Yeah, I mean, but I think they had recordings for that Airbus, not just AI. It was recorded voice lines. So I can tell you what. Maybe we can do it on the next stream, guys. Maybe we can do that that helicopter mission just as a showcase. What they have just implemented, right? Yeah, and there's also a new with the SU3, but I can't use SU3 right now. It's still bugged for me. So let's promise you at least that once I get SU the Microsoft Flight Sim working correctly again, then I'll try to do those missions. Okay. Yeah, anyhow, the point I want to make is that I was worried. So honestly, there was a time when, Microsoft 2020 was out and then they announced 2024. I was worried that X-Plane would have a very hard time, especially because of the visuals. But they managed to improve in that area, and so now, it's nice to see that that has been improved. And the next thing that has to be improved, obviously, is the performance. And then the add-on makers will have to tune their models as well And then they could be, they could keep pace, which is great to see. Okay, so VNAV cruise pay. Okay, you see what I see, Bruno. So I do see to top descent, right? But I don't see for the step climb. I'm not sure if it's because the flight time is too short, but I mean, we've still got a few miles to go to top descent, right? No, that's invalid. So we just do. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I don't know. I may have to read some manual, see if there's a different, if I'm missing something regarding step climb insertion or something. Let me try something smaller. Let's try 390 then. I don't know. Bruno says that is how it should work. Yeah, okay. Well, okay, thanks. Bruno, I appreciate you looking into the manuals for me. Thank you much, Bruno. Yeah, pro gamer. That's one of the questions, right? I can't answer that. The thing is, though, I've had an SU2. I've had great, smooth performance in Marks of Flights in 2024. I was happy. And then they brought out SU3, and there was no option for you to not accept it. You had to take it, right? It just updates for you. And then things became an issue, especially with the stutterers. Yeah, so I don't know. Airbus says there's a fair solution for rescue missions and VATSIM with people working radios at least in Germany better. It's being developed for the sim and sort of pioneering spirit is done outside. Yeah, well, yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag. I mean, sure, it's not an easy platform to work on, right? The thing is, though, with Zebo, now the thing is, this Zebo is a freeware mod, and honestly, I don't know how it's currently being looked after and how often it's updated, but they should have made that payware, in my opinion. Not expensive, but let's say $30 or something. That would have been a fair price for a good add-on, and then. It's been stable for 1 month plus, yeah. But people, I don't know. I keep hearing people saying the displays are not readable. They're kind of blurred, but yeah, maybe I have to check it out and make my own opinion. We could do that. Bruno thinks it should have been open source, not payware, similar to fly-by-wire. Yeah, the thing is, I look at it from I know that there's a lot of dedicated people working, for example, for the A380, right? I'm aware of that. The thing is, though, I just feel that they should be rewarded, financially rewarded in parts because of their work, right? So if it's like, like I said, $25, $30, I don't think it's asked. So it's not too much to ask for, really, is it? It's me, Brett. Hello, Brett. Senshai, then you're one of the very lucky Whoops. Very lucky people, I'm afraid, because the rest of us, a lot of us, not the rest, but a lot of us are having huge issues. Which is strange indeed. Now, is the overlay working finally? Hang on, is the overlay working? It is! Ha! I installed the plugin again. Cool. Yeah, Bruno, it's fine. You know, I can accept your opinion there. I don't know. It's just for me. It's let's put it this way, Bruno. Let's put it this way. What do you think about this comment from me? So, if they were able to sell it for a certain price, would that improve or increase the update rate, or you know, the development speed, if it wasn't purely voluntary work? Not really, you say? Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's just one of my thoughts, that's all. Okay, so pro gamer, then I have to check the SIBO. If it's stable now, I have to check the latest version then. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so HD simulation, and that's the thing. So I think what's motivating is if people come back into X-Plane, right? So if the number of users increase again, that will then motivate add-on makers, right? Because they see potential revenue. Yeah, okay, so let's stay at 380 here. I'm not seeing any step stuff coming up. There's no mentioning of step coming up. Is there any chance of you flying the MD-80 in a future stream? Okay, well, WIII, yeah. If I find more time again to you know, get familiar with the MD-80 again, yeah, I can try that as well at some point. Yeah. But right now I have a lot on my plate, especially with shared flight. There's a lot of people still waiting for a shared flight with me. That's a good argument, Justin the Scrub. Yeah, I can see that. So open source equals many average skilled devs. Paid is like low number of high skills. Okay. Yeah. Oh really? Is that so, Bruno? I didn't know that. So there's actually experienced developers involved in the fly-by-wire mod. Some even work within Microsoft itself. Wow, okay. That is surprising. That is surprising. Interesting discussion. I like it. Yeah, so HD simulation, I mean, I would say if you know, more content creators come back to X-Plane for, you know, the variety of the streams. So, you know, for those content creators in flight simming that are actually making a living, they are somewhat forced to use flight sims that kind of generate the most views, the most clicks, right? So you need motivation for them to come into X-Plane and stream it, and that means X-Plane has to become attractive on the kind of same or equal level to Microsoft Flight Sim in forms of, you know, visual aspects, performance, reliability. But yeah, if more content creators start making content of X-Plane 12, then absolutely, it will drive in more people. Yeah, and Bas Martin, I'm not doing this. My motivation is not, to get people back into X-Plane. It's nice. It's a nice side effect. My main motivation is to see and fly a platform that I personally feel more connected to because of my real-world flying. So if X-Plane would have disappeared, I would have been very sad for this very fact, that I would then have to use Microsoft Flight Sim, which is okay on the visual area, but is lacking so much in forms of inertia and aerodynamics. So yeah, I'm happy. So I'm happy to use X-Plane, and I also like using X-Plane for the shared flight. And if that has the effect as well, on top that it brings people back into X-Plane, even better. Well, essentially, the last time I used the AMD frame gen, I had huge problems. Crashed the desktops, freezes. So people saying, no, don't use AMD frame gen. I mean, I could try again. But here's the thing. We are talking about a platform that is supposed to be finished, released. So it's okay to bring service updates to improve on certain areas. But if things could keep breaking and breaking, and you as the consumer, you're the one that has to spend hours and hours. And this is actually the one that's really triggering me. I've spent 5 hours today trying to fix these issues because some people were saying, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, then reinstall, do a full reinstall, clear cache, and blah blah blah, and and I do, and I try, and nothing works. I keep getting the same results, and that really annoys me. The latest, I've just updated like half an hour ago. So it's the you've got to be kidding me. No, where do I see the model here, or the version? Yeah, exactly, MAN. Yeah, that's what I was. Honestly, MAN, that's what I was shouting at my screen this afternoon. You've got to be kidding me. Exactly that. Yes, Juliet Alpha. I've tried. I couldn't get it working. It just would not show up. But yes, Enshai, thanks for the... I will try again the AMD and see if that helps. What's the requirement to fly with me in shared flight? Actually, not that high. So the main motivation, or the main objective, is for you, is to learn as much as possible from a flight that you're doing with me. So it's nice, you kind of virtually sitting in the flight deck with me, and you get the opportunity to ask questions and maybe have me demonstrate something. Or now I would assume you know how to program the FMS and how to use the autopilot. To a certain extent, you don't have to use, be able to use everything. Or there's no requirement for ATC. You don't have to fly on VATSIM if you don't want to. We can, but that's not a must. And and it should be on X-Plane, obviously. X-Plane with XP12 and with a towless aircraft. That is the most reliable. So V1 Simulation streamed the Felis 747 the other day, and he didn't think it was too terrible. Is that what he said? It's not too terrible. God. Yeah, so HD simulation, that's exactly it. So that's what I mean. So seeing, you have to try it out and see it on your own monitor to believe that it has improved. So for me, the first flight from Frankfurt to Palma de Mallorca, those clouds, the sunset, amazing. And with the map enhancement, the ground textures, incredible. So Bruno. Yeah, okay. Bruno's got a point there as well. There's some add-ons that are overpriced compared to competition. I agree with that as well. Yeah, that's sometimes I feel the same. Unless you have an add-on that is clearly so high standard that it's up to you if you want to enjoy that kind of standard to its full extent and then pay that price. But you know, if it's an add-on that's on a level as the Phoenix, or you know, I mean, if FS Labs actually priced higher as well now, so I mean, but if you're like $50 to $70 in that range, yeah, exactly, Bruno. So, you know, then I think you're, you know, if it's a proper add-on that works and has these nicely in-depth features, then. Well, you know, it's fine. You know, I like V1. I think he's a great content creator. So, it's if he feels, you know, the most kind of inspired and if he finds it more comforting to be in the Phoenix, because he's a real-world A320 captain. So if he thinks that, you know, that's giving the best immersion, I fully respect that. You know, I would not, you know, discredit that in any sense. So, and the thing is, he's creating a flight sim content for people that are interested to learn. So he's creating that platform where people can ask questions and enjoy hanging out. And he's doing a great job. And you know, the amount of views he's getting proves that he's on the right path for that. Well, pro gamer, if you are able to understand how much effort and studying it requires to fly the Challenger 650, and you want to use all that in-depth system simulation and the documents and the in-game system kind of displays and the way it explains you how the systems work, including GPS jamming and so on, then it's definitely worth the price. But if you're like one of those gamers that likes many different add-ons and you only spend, you know, like maybe, I don't know, 3 hours a week in this flight sim, then I guess it's not worth for you. Thanks, MEN. Yeah, so MEN, I have to say, I'm glad that you were so proficient, because that was like day 3 of my fast. I was so tired and kind of, I had a really hard time concentrating. So I could literally just, you know, I just could relax, and I could see you work, and you know, and how much knowledge you had, and how much you knew about procedures. Perfect. That was actually very, very nice for me. Because otherwise I would have only done one flight on that evening. How many? Oh, sorry, Hayden. How did you, Hayden? Sorry for the call out, Hayden. How many rotations? Hard to say. I mean, I only have. How many working weeks do I have? I have like 4. Yeah, 4 working weeks left. So I've got 3 more holiday weeks, and I've got 4 working weeks. So not that much longer now. Right, got to get some weather here. Let me do that via this here. So let's go flight sim brief. No, hang on. Where's it? Here. No, back. Airports. Airports. Singapore. Weather. No ATIS. Meta 110 at 7. So we'll take. We will take 0 to left. Yes, crosswind. That's fine. 0 to left. Few 1800 broken. 30,000. 28 degrees. 1009. Cool. So let me pre-dial 1009. Then we'll do the calculations. Performance. Show landing. Airport. W000. Search that. Runways to left. Condition dry. Yeah, it's a very interesting discussion there. I'm sorry I have to break off from that because otherwise I'm going to get well behind again, talking too much. You know, sometimes I'm thinking, guys, maybe we should do, like every 2 weeks something, we should do like a voice call on Discord. Where, you know, anyone that wants can join and ask questions and join the discussion. So we could have a discussion about these things. Because here on the stream, it's a bit difficult for you guys because you have to type. And a lot of you are on your phones or something, right? And 70 tons. So 0 to left IRL. Thank you much, Bas Martin. Thank you. 170 tons. Hold on. What's happening? There we go. 5 knots additional. We'll do both. We'll do flap 25 today. Anti-ice off. Brakes. Let's do 2. 2,700. Cool. We have available. Let's have a quick look here. So we have available is 4,000 meters. So 4,000 meters available. Yeah, 4,000 meters available, and we need 2,765. That's fine. So we're going to vacate somewhere Whiskey 4 or Whiskey 3 to the right. Taxi in the hotspots. Then we're going to park somewhere here, North Terminal, or Terminal 3. Here comes top drop. Let's go down. Transition level is 130, so let's go down 140. Enough path is already armed. So, yeah, on the arrival, we've got restrictions. Let's check those. So we've got rip-off. Oh, interesting. Doesn't have restrictions in here. So 250 knots. And 210 below. Remes missing as well, 220 knots. Now the problem is I can't enter just speeds. It doesn't like it. It wants to have the speeds and altitude. So we'll do that selected then later. Cool. We got hold VNAV path. So Doom 7,000 above is correct. Samco 4,000 at 190 is correct. Then we're going to be on the approach. So we've got a Pipa 3.5. Yep, 3.5. Anuma 3.5 above. Akipo 2.5 above. And then Atnik 1500, and that's the final descent point here. 3 degree, correct. The missed approach goes straight ahead 1000 and left turn via heading 335, climb 4000. And outbound Papa Uniform UR radar 356 to Akoma to hold, all correctly programmed. Flaps 25. So sector is 1,700 feet, and to the west 2,000 feet. Missed approach will be around 3,100 feet. Expected landing fuel is 10.9, and we wanted to have minimum 7.4. Yeah, so we've got 3 tons extra, which we did take on because of the potential thunderstorms. So 2.2 it says here. So we still have extra fuel. Fantastic. Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Recall. Check. Checked. Notes. Check. Checked. Auto brake.
Oh, descent items to set flaps 25 for auto brake 2.
Set. Landing data.
VREF 131 minimums. Minimums is 230 feet.
Set. Approach briefing. Completed. Completed. Checklist complete.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, HD Simulations. Yeah, it's sometimes it's a bit tedious because people obviously become very defensive if they have a different favorite add-on, and they feel like they have to then explain themselves why they got the add-on or why they like the add-on, which is obviously wrong, right? They should not. I mean,
Listening.
So let's prepare for landing.
Prepare for landing.
Fine.
Oh, whoops, fine. Oh, that's a bit strange. Anyways, yeah, so, but, you know, I obviously have my opinions, but I'm happy to be, you know, called out wrong if it's clear that it's an area that I don't know much about, and we have very knowledgeable people. We've people here that are connected with certain flight sim platforms or certain add-ons. You know, so you get some detailed information, right? Sometimes, or quite often actually, and so it's great. It's great to have discussions which remain, you know, on a factual level, not so much on the emotional level. Where are we? We are getting close. 20 minutes. So we should get everyone strapped in as well. Fish cop, you're still awake. Good God. 22-1 in Germany. It's okay for me. Yesterday I tried to get to sleep at midnight, and I finally I started sleep. I fell asleep at 3 in the morning. And again, that was because of my last fasting day. Crazy. So monitoring the performance of the autopilot VNAV path 210 below. That's what we have to meet. It's currently pretty much an idle power, so that's okay. Descent speed 279 is fine. That's not too slow. Yeah, still a lot of water here. Oh no! Oh my God! And don't tell me, Fish Cop, you've got a surgery going on tomorrow that you have to perform. Avimar? Oh, okay. Yeah. So the thing is, sleep is so important. And a good regular, like 7 hours at least of good sleep, that's so important to stay healthy. Yeah, so just for everybody else as well, Bruno, thanks. So here's the thing, right? You cannot simply just set a speed restriction here, okay? However, if there is a fix that already has a altitude restriction in there, then yes, then you can change the speed. I could go with 230 now and enter that here. That works. You see? But it doesn't work on those fixes that only have a path and not a set crossing out. So what I could theoretically do, I could go, 230. Well, let's go 230, and then 10,000 or something, or let's say 9,000 above. I could do that. That works. Good. So we got 210 below. That's fine. A bit above the path. We're idle power. I mean, it's allowed to use the whole bracket really, but it's a bit sketchy to kind of see it move up to the VMO. Ah, I see. Fish Cup, yeah, but still, I mean, maybe you're used to not having much sleep. I don't know. But still, I hope, I hope everything goes well. Beautiful. Some of these islands here, that's so typical, just south of Singapore. Many little islands.
Camera saved.
Fish Cup, okay. Oh. All right. Now, obviously, it's going to have difficulty reaching that that speed restriction there. So we should be 250 now, and then still stay on path. And we'll see. Yes, I've flown many times. Now the thing is this: I have a tape, a VHS cassette. I don't know how many people know. So for the younger generations, know what a VHS cassette is. So I'm going to send that in to have it digitalized, and then once I've retired, I'll showcase it here on. I mean, if the recording is still, you know, watchable, because then you can see me as a young, much younger pilot, as a senior first officer. No, I was a first officer then, with flights from Singapore to Jakarta. Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully that works. H simulation. If I just dropped in the update. Oh no, really? So the update that I installed caused the issue with the step climb. So added ability to enter runway on the route page without lead 0. Added ability to enter planned step climb with lead/fixed down selecting left. Okay. Yeah, all right. I'll try again next time. Oh, VNAV out. Let's continue down to 9,000. Hold VNAV path. I think I've got to add a bit of speed brakes here. No, it's no pro gamer. You're fine to ask that. No, I'm not because of mileage. No. So I fast purely for health benefits. So it's not mainly to lose weight. It's a nice kind of side effect, but the main reason is to detox. There's a lot of things that go on when you fast. So things like autophagy, cell replacement, cell repair. It has so many benefits. That's clinically proven. So that's why I do it. And it's not easy. And you know, whenever on day 2 I get a terrible headache, I'm saying, why am I doing this? But the weirdest thing again was on day 5. So day 4, I didn't feel good. I felt a bit queasy in my head. I didn't have much power. And I didn't sleep well. And then on day 5, I woke up after a 7-hour sleep. And I felt like I could rip out trees. I felt so normal. I actually got my bike out and I went cycling to get groceries and get stuff for my, you know, for the day to day when I'm breaking the fast. And I felt so good yesterday. And I thought, well, darn, you know, I could have done, you know, 6 days or 7 days easily. Yeah, it's so weird. It really is. And the thing is, the fasts for me, they go different every time. So, you know, there's fasts that I have very little problem and they go very smoothly, and then there's fasts that they're so draining, energy draining, and hard to go through. So you never know. Yeah, so the fast that I do, I try it. Well, 5 is my minimum day, and then usually if time allows, I try to extend day 6, day 7. So what I do is I don't eat anything, and I just drink tea and water, and I take supplements in form of vitamin B, and magnesium, because otherwise I get cramps, and I try to avoid that. Yeah, but otherwise, just water and tea. Oh, nice. So, Zach, that's also a very nice way to fast. So, like the intermittent fasting. Yeah, excellent. Let me go down to 5,000 here. Actually, no, 4,000. Let's try. So I'm going to go 4,000 speed, VNAV path. Still interested to see if the flat vector does that nicely with idle power. Slowing down as commanded. Fine. Well, you know, sometimes I even do 7 days. Drag required. Okay. Leave the speed brakes down for now. Let's see if it works. Yeah, well, sometimes, you know, we try to regularly do the RNF approaches, but I mean, it's, you know, purely like VOR approaches or NDB approaches, that these days is very uncommon. So the RNF approaches are common. There are airports that have the ILS decommissioned for repairs or something. Then the next best option is to fly the RMP or the RNF approaches, right? So that's what we do regularly, yes. Even on long range, that's no difference. No, Avimar. So the idea is this, Avimar. No carbohydrates. That's the important thing, to get into the ketosis. And what's hard to believe is that your body does not need carbohydrates. But at least not for, you know, 7 days. So every person has fat stored somewhere in their body. So even a lean person has fat in their body that the body can take, and the liver transforms the fat back into nutrients, so ketones. And the ketones, they give you the energy that you need. The ketones are not as efficient in the sense that your brain, for example, can't process ketones as well. So that's why you kind of feel a bit, you know, brain fogged, or you get like fasting dementia, which sounds worse than it is. No, yeah. So Bruno, it's evolution. So as long as you do a little bit of exercise, like a walking, maybe cycling a bit, it will not take much. Yeah. So there's apparently I don't know if it's hormones. There are some chemicals that are being brought out in your body when you fast that prevent your body from actually touching the muscle. And yeah, and please, guys, and please, before you do longer fast, consult your doctor. Fasting is not for everyone, okay? Here comes flaps 1. You have to be able, you know, you have to be healthy enough to do the fast. That's very important. Airbus, yeah. Airbus, yes, it is. Yeah, pretty much up speed is similar to Green Dot, yes. Well, Hayden, the good thing is about fasting is that, honestly, when you start eating again, you look at food in a different way. That's a bit hazy now, a bit weird. Your cravings are gone, so literally you don't feel the need to eat so much. And you start eating slowly. Now, admittedly, because of our social environment, and if you go out with your friends and, you know, family, festivities, birthdays, whatever, then of course, you know, you will go back to certain habits, bad habits. And then yes, you can have those yo-yo effects. Absolutely. All right, let's go down 3.5. Selected speed 180. Well, pro gamer, it's all in the habits. It's all in the how would you say? Oh, I've got to make a call. Singapore traffic. Singapore Airlines 294 Heavy is approaching a PIPA for the ILS 0 to left in Singapore. Lock glide slope armed.
Singapore traffic gain spreads 557,
Lock.
10 nautical miles out from Papi, ILS.
Yeah, Sak, I know. And the thing is, now again, you know, assuming that you have the ability, so you're fit enough and healthy enough to do a fast, then you've got to experience it to understand. Flaps 15. Speed check, flaps 15. Right, lovely. Yeah, brings back some good memory. Oh, look at that. Skyscrapers of Singapore. Very cool. No, absolutely not. So absolutely not. You cannot do your duty. You cannot fly when fasting. So I have to do it when I'm on holiday or a longer break. I'm not allowed. So even we have rules, strict rules regarding how you have to eat. So latest every 6 hours, we have to eat something, and our cabin crew is responsible for checking and making sure that we do eat every 6 hours on a flight. It's one of their duties. Oh, hey, sorry, I didn't know that. So a refeeder syndrome is potentially lethal. Okay. I did not hear that. I don't know that. So on the glide slope, so missed approach 3000 is set. Or was it 4000? Hang on, I think it's 4000, right? 4000. Singapore traffic. Singapore Airlines 294 Heavy is on a 10-mile final. 0 to left in Singapore. Got a bit tailwind now. Blimey. Hey man, thank you so much for flying along. And boy, it's gotten late. I'm so sorry. Oh, you're gonna hate me tomorrow. Gears coming down. Laps 20. That engine wobble. Fantastic. Cool. Alrighty, let's go. Yoke mode here. Laps 25. Final setting. Let's arm the speed brakes. Lights all on. Approach checklist first of all.
Approach checklist.
Auto 21009. Set.
Set. Checklist complete.
And then the landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Checklist complete.
Checklist complete.
Singapore traffic gain spreads 557, 10-mile final. Runway 25 left in Singapore.
Let's do some hand flying, shall we? Man your flights. It's 18 knots crosswind. Are you kidding me? What is going on today? 16 knots right now. I wish I had more time to look out the Concentrate on a landing here. Okay, interesting golf course right there. That's checked. It'll calm down, hopefully, yeah. Yeah, on the METAR, I did say 6 knots, didn't it? Okay, got 30 knots now. Yeah, it is calming down a bit. Alright, so I can see the... Interesting, so the speed is dropping. Now I have to trim, right, to get to the new trim speed. So the problem for me is I have no kind of memory regarding power settings for flaps 25 here on the Rolls-Royce. So 9 knot wind now. Continue. Beautifully smooth for me now. Really nice.
100. 50. 40. 30, 20, 10.
Keep the wing down, keep the wing down. Nice. Speed brakes up. And keep the aileron input, very important. Guys, okay, can anybody, if anybody's in contact with Laminar, sorry, not Laminar, the Flight Factor guys, the auto brake 2 is like full brakes. Yeah, I know, it's the second time he did that, yeah. So it's always like RTO. And now I'll probably get fuse plug melting now. Singapore traffic, Singapore Airlines, no, Singapore 294 heaviest vacated runway 02 left in Singapore. But nice, again, I can only say the hand flying is incredible. It is so beautiful. Oh, that was close. Woo. He's already landed.
Very close.
Well, is this better than PMG? I mean, I enjoy it. Hand flying is definitely more enjoyable here compared to the
Singapore traffic case, thrust 557 down, clear runway 02 left. Singapore.
So here right now I've got 45 FPS, so that's why it's a little bit laggy for me, but that's because of the detailed scenery. MAN, once again, thank you so much again for your support, and sorry it got so late. Please forgive me. Have a great day.
Singapore traffic, German cargo 777 on ILS approach.
Let's park here.
02 left.
Oh, he's logged off.
9 miles north.
So much to do if you're flying on your own.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Captain Blackbox Infotainment Experience. New subscribers should now pick up...
Hayden, thank you much for the 8 months. Thank you so much. Thank you much, Hayden. Appreciate that. Gotta wait for the AP to start. No, my landings are not always smooth. No. I wish. I wish, but no. Sometimes it looks like Zabroya, yeah, exactly. Sometimes it does look like it. But sometimes it's like that. But you know what? I mean, I'm not doing that on purpose, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm not doing that on purpose. If I have a hard landing, I have a hard landing. But at least I do hope you guys feel better. Like you can feel like, oh, look, he's a real world pilot and he does hard landings, right? So good. Shut down items. Thank you much, HC Simulation, for watching as well. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for your inputs. Much appreciated. So let's see what I've forgotten. Shutdown checklist. Hang on. No.
Shutdown checklist.
Please.
Parking brake
is set.
Set. Checklist complete.
And the 02 left at Singapore. Call.
Right, there we go. So let's do at least let's watch at least one of our wonderful friends landing here. Hey Peter, thanks for watching. I'm sorry it got so late. Oh man, I've got such a bad feeling now because so many people are going to be so tired tomorrow. Oh, okay, stick figure. Yeah, you're in the US. Yeah. You've got no problem then. But I know Peter lives in Belgium, so. I mean, look at the skyline there. That's not. I don't even have an add-on for Singapore City. Right, come on, you can do this. Oh, we can do a replay. I forgot. Yeah, we'll have to do a replay. I mean, it's already late, so who cares, right? Fish cup. Bit floaty. Come on. Yay. But a greaser. Okay, excellent. Thank you much for flying along. Everyone, thanks so much for flying along. Much appreciated. Although, hang on, is there someone else coming in? Hang on. Oh, that's the last one. That was the box 777, correct? That came in, right? There's no one else behind me, just to make sure. Or is that... who just landed? Hang on. Yeah, let's just listen in. Yeah, it has. It really has come a long way. And look at the clouds. Beautiful. Lovely. Todd, thank you so much. Yeah, thanks a lot. Take care. Now, this scenery is heavy on FPS for sure. There's so much detail. So if Laminar keeps their promise and we get a 30% increase in performance with 12.3 and above, then all will be fine, because then I will have 60 FPS here. Hayden, I don't know. Are you?
Traffic, German cargo 777 heavy. Careful visa to left 2.
Oh, that's German. Hang on, that's German cargo then. Oh, what did he just say? Vacated. Hang on. No, it says box 777. I'm confused. Yeah, Avenger, it is a high bar. Avenger, you're also still awake. Oh my god. Guys, what are you doing? You should be in bed. Oh no. Oh, you said clear for runway. Okay, that was you then. Okay, fantastic. Cool. Guys, thank you much. Now I can quickly log off. So again, guys, thank you so much for flying along. And just one replay. I just want to have a one landing view. Hope it works. Hope it doesn't crash the sim. That's perfect. It's so cool. It's so cool to see yourself. Come on. That's not finished loading yet, has it? Ah. We're here. Huh? Yeah, it keeps jumping to pause for some reason. What's the matter? Hmm. Try again. It's not working. No. Thank you much, Pro Gamer. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you too. Yeah, sorry guys. I can't get the it doesn't play. It seems to be bugged at the moment. It could be the aircraft, it could be X-plane, I don't know. Outside view first, are you sure? Is that what fixes this? Oh, okay, hang on. So you have to... And that's prior to the flight, I guess. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Then before it's going to take too long for me to figure out. Oh, hang on. But where? Okay, so if it's already... Where do I go there? Yeah, okay, so here we are. So save replay. Replay length. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so but it has to... Okay. Yes, I'm afraid... Yeah, but it says reload is required. Yeah, that's why it's like doing Stutterfest, going like a slideshow. Okay, guys, in this case, I'm afraid I can't show you. I'm so sorry. Whenever I do a good landing. Okay, guys. Glad you enjoyed the stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching and staying so late. I'm so sorry that it got so late today. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for your support. And I will see you again on Thursday, if you like. Thursday is the next stream. Thank you very much, everyone. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. My dear moderators, thank you very much for all your help. And thanks again for the classic discussions. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Good night to you, Avimar. Take care. Good night.
Good night.